What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, talking about our good friend Firewall Dragon in this video and how Konami may have just unofficially confirmed that they have no plans on banning it anytime soon in the TCG. So you guys know, obviously, with ban list season approaching, and I think by the time you guys see this video will be a couple of days from when Konami can actually update the ban list. And a lot of people know Firewall Dragon, one of the most broken cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, probably the most ban-worthy card in the entire game. Get it out of the game and you take out a lot of the FTK and OTK shenanigans that people don't want to play against. But a lot of people like myself are just kind of cynics, and we always say, look, Firewall Dragon is not going to get banned. You constantly hear the term ban list immunity being brought up, which at this point is just almost kind of become a meme. And Konami has never just come out and directly said, hey, we're not going to ban Firewall Dragon, but you can kind of tell by their actions, whether it be OCG Konami or TCG Konami, because every time there's some sort of OTK, it seems like no matter how obscure it is, Konami seems to hit everything around Firewall Dragon, but not that card in particular. Now, Firewall Dragon obviously did get limited to one, but it seems like they're not really willing to go past that. They're not really to just actually rip the band-aid off completely and go ahead and put the card at ban. And this is everything from, you know, Assault Core, the really random cards, to what we've seen recently in the OCG, Cannon Soldier, Amazonas Archer, etc., etc. You know, we saw Grand Soil banned for some time, and then they just decided, all right, we're just going to hard errata that card and make it a hard once per turn like the other cards. And the thing is, you know, there are still some people who believe that the anime doesn't make a difference, that Konami can still just ban the card. And I have said, you know, my piece on this issue. I've said that I actually don't blame Konami R&D at this point because, you know, Jerome McHale once had that thing that he said on a live stream where he was like, OTK with Firewall Dragon, what a shock.
He might play it because there is an OTK with Firewall Dragon for Trick Stars.
An OTK with Firewall Dragon, what a shock.
And if I can actually, if I can pull up that clip, I actually will include it in this video. But I believe fully, and I've said this in other videos, that Konami R&D, whether it be in the OCG or the TCG, they're not stupid. They know that Firewall Dragon is broken. They know that that card probably should have been banned months ago. I just believe that their hands are tied. I believe that their bosses have told them, look guys, we're not banning Firewall Dragon as long as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns anime is playing. And now, with this new video that was posted on the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel for the EU side of Konami, this pretty much confirms it. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, November 16th, which is the day that I'm recording this video. It was Friday. I don't know if you guys will see this on Saturday or Monday or on Sunday or whatever, but on November 16th, Konami actually posted a video on the EU YouTube site. Now, or the EU YouTube channel, and this isn't, you know, some like, you know, YouTuber or anything like that. This is their official YouTube channel. There are two official TCG channels. There's the TCG one, which is North America, and then there's the EU side, and it's basically a video kind of inspiring Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to join the game, or it's inspiring young duelists out there to start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm talking about young players. Basically, everyone in this video is kind of like a dragon duelist, and it just talks about all of the good things about the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And really the franchise as a whole. And this video actually touches on a lot of the positive things in Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of like the big accomplishments, whether it be with the actual trading card side of things or obviously the anime, because, you know, people can sometimes forget that the anime's job really is just to bring newer players into the game, which I constantly say. It talks about how the anime has 3 full feature films, you know, to its name, whether it be Dark Side of Dimensions or Pyramid of Light, etc., etc. We have, you know, 6 different anime series that span 800 episodes, and, you know, we can see those anime, and I believe it said 20 different languages, which is actually quite impressive. I had no idea that Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, you know, cast in 20 different languages. When it goes to the TCG side of things, it talks about how we're the highest selling trading card game of all time. There is one thing that I think that they omitted. I'm not sure if they just kind of forgot, or maybe if they just, you know, decided not to put it in there. I would have liked to see them point out that, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Does hold the Guinness World Record for the largest trading card tournament of all time. when it comes to attendance. That's something they definitely should have put in there, but I don't know, maybe that, you know, might overwhelm the young potential players out there. Now, this is actually one incredible stat that they put in the video that even I didn't know. I just thought was absolutely, it was mind-blowing because I just would not have imagined this. It says over 680,000 players in 2017 attended Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game events. Like, that is fucking insane. I mean, almost 700,000 players went to Yu-Gi-Oh! Events last year. For anybody who's ever been like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Dead in 2018, who no one plays this game, like, man, you must be looking really stupid. You know, Link format killed Yu-Gi-Oh! It ruined the game. Man, the game is still going strong, but obviously, the point that I'm trying to convey here is that this video, and I will show some clips of the video's job is obviously to get potential players, you know, young players out there. If you're probably between 6 and maybe 12 years old, you are the targeted demographic of this video. In fact, it doesn't even show anyone in this video, I would imagine, like over the age of like 13. Like, everyone in this video who shows or who is shown dueling or holding up a trophy or at a YCS event, like, they're all Dragon duelists. So, you know, obviously the video is to get those players excited about the game. But then something very interesting happens around the 20-second mark. Of the video. The first actual monster card that is shown in the entire video is, guess who? That's right, it's our boy motherfucking Firewall Dragon. And as soon as I saw that, because it shows Yosaku, and obviously they're going to show, you know, certain things from Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns because it is the current anime series, and kids can be like, oh, wait, is this actually going on right now? I can watch this on Netflix. I can catch up on Hulu, etc., etc. So kids can actually, you know, actively be watching this franchise. So you're going to promote that. But the fact that they showed Firewall Dragon and the fact that they're basically promoting that to me definitively says this card is not going anywhere, because you have to think, obviously, as I've just said, the point of the anime, like, has always been to get players into the game. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime was one of the reasons that I kind of like indirectly got into the game. People were playing it around me when I was about 15, but the anime made me really excited, and the anime actually affected my card choices. You know, when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, my goal was to basically play a Joey deck. I was going to play Red Eyes with Dragon Nails, and I was like, man, wait till I get that Dragon Nails. I'm going to body you guys. And the thing is, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are just like that, especially in their early days. They kind of just want to play what they actually see on the show, because that's when you get the awesome animation and it's just kind of exciting, and people want to replicate that, especially when you're in your early days of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I can imagine for any of you guys who started playing the game when you were younger than I was, let me know in the comment section below, were you more affected, or do you believe you were more affected because maybe you were 10 or maybe you were 9 or even younger than that when you were first exposed to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime? It could be even greater with like the younger audience, and Konami obviously knows this. That's the reason the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime exists. And when they're showing Firewall Dragon, and when Yosaku is actually summoning it multiple times in the show, and it's his ace monster, and there are, you know, multiple different art forms of the card, does it make any sense if you're going to hype these players up to try and get into the game, and you're showing them clips from Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns, and you got Firewall Dragon right there as like the poster card for the Reigns era, to actually go and ban that card? Like, it just wouldn't make any sense at all. To me, this was the definitive nail in the coffin that says Konami is not going to ban Firewall Dragon, because it just wouldn't make any sense. Hell, I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns right now, and I'm on episode 11. It has Playmaker dueling against Revolver, and when he summoned Firewall Dragon in this duel, I was losing my mind. I was hyped. I was like, oh shit, Firewall Dragon's about to hit the board. He's about to pull off some, you know, some OTK cheese or something like this. Now, Playmaker was kind of an idiot, because he basically went Firewall pass, and Revolver was like, Borload attack, activate the effect, take your Firewall Dragon. It was actually like some real life meta shit, which was kind of cool. But I think that it just kind of goes to show that if Konami is going to use Firewall Dragon as a marketing tool, and they're going to use it to try to get people excited, especially because it's shown so often in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Or so not often, but so early in the show, the fact that it has multiple artworks, I kind of feel like that just pretty much proves that they're they're not going to be banning this card anytime soon. Now, I do believe that as soon as the anime is over and Konami starts promoting the next anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime 7, I do believe, or Anime Series 7, I should say, I do believe that Konami will actually get the green light to, potentially ban Firewall Dragon, but I kind of just feel like this is the first time, and I don't think it was by design. I think that they try to make good anime boss monsters, and this time they just ended up getting a broken one, and they don't want to like take the card out of the game, because when young players watch the show and then young players see that video, what does it look, or how does it look when they actually start playing the game? It's like, wait a minute, so the Yusaku deck that I was so excited to play, you sold me this, effing structure deck that has all of Yusaku's cards and all of this stuff, but you're telling me I can't even play his boss monster? I can't play his ace card? Like, that doesn't make any sense. They go to an event and their ace monster is actually just banned. Like, those kids are going to be like, you know what? I'm just quitting this game. I'm going to go play some Pokemon or something like that. So I think that Konami's just saying, look, meta players, you're just going to have to bite the bullet for 3 years. We'll ban everything else around Firewall Dragon, but we're not going to touch that card until we're actually in Era 7 of Yu-Gi-Oh! So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that this is something, nothing, or everything? I feel like this is everything. You don't show Firewall Dragon as the first actual card in the video if you have any intentions of banning it anytime soon. That just doesn't make any sense. They just would have skipped over it, because Konami can ban Nightmare Goblin and Summon Sorcerers. No one really gives a fuck about those at the end of the day. No young kid is not going to play the game because Nightmare Goblin got banned. Like, who gives a fuck? You didn't see that on the anime. It didn't get you into your locals. It didn't get you to buy, some cyber structure deck like Firewall Dragon did that for you. And I feel like that's why they're kind of protecting the card as a whole. But whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.